Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Jay Gott with a video. Today, we're going to talk about the E3 predictions. I got my man King Grimpachi in here, and we're going to discuss this. So, introduce yourself, sir.
Yo, what's up? King Grimpachi playing GTA 5 on PC.
Yeah, I got finished playing a couple. Well, actually, I got finished playing a heist with him. It took like almost an hour. But my opening statement is my power level is over 9,000. So let's get this show on the road. I'm gonna start off just talking. I can't even speak today. Damn. I'm gonna start off talking about Microsoft, since they traditionally, as of late, open up the E3 conferences. So I'll give my opinion, and all this whole discussion just speculations, what we think could and may need to happen. So on Microsoft's behalf, they've kind of had a quiet year so far this year, 2015. They kind of ended 2014 kind of strong in North America only, but the sales. But again, their, I guess you can say their major hit, which is Halo Master Chief Collection, wasn't really a hit. Maybe just in terms of the online aspect of it, it wasn't really kind of a downer, I guess you can say. A lot of people were hyped to play the game, but the online was just abysmal. I can't believe that a game with such caliber launched in such a way where I can't say not playable, but just wasn't that great. So going forward to 2015, Microsoft hasn't released any hits this year, any big games as of from January to today, which is April 18th. I don't know what they have in store for E3. I think that they can't really live off of Gears of War coming out in 2016 or whatever. That's just my take, maybe because I think it takes a little more than the one title to kind of, get people to buy your console. But then, any game can be a console seller, right? So I don't know. I'm not too sure what they may have in store, what they could have. But maybe King, you may have something that you may know that I don't know on Microsoft's behalf. Go ahead.
Well, I wouldn't say they didn't launch with anything spectacular this year. Ratings, I guess, ratings wise, Ori and the Blind Forest. I guess you can call it critically acclaimed. But I guess that doesn't technically count. It's a Microsoft IP, but it's on PC, so it's kind of like,
I was gonna say, yeah,
you don't need an Xbox for that. But I guess if you're just talking about Microsoft in general doing something like good, I guess that's what it is. Yeah, for the most part, I haven't seen anything like really big from Microsoft so far this year. The only thing that I'm looking forward to, but it's pretty much just a remake of a game from last generation, is State of Decay. But I'm not buying it, so I'm buying it on my computer. So, I don't know, man. Microsoft, like, especially with E3, I don't know what they're gonna necessarily do, but predictions wise and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure, I'm at to call bullshit, but I'm pretty sure Halo 5, they're gonna show some type of single player, maybe give a little bit more info on that. Microsoft claims that the reason why they delayed Quantum Break was because their lineup for this holiday season was so big that the other, like, certain games would get overshadowed. And seeing as Quantum Break's a new IP, that does make sense over Halo or Tomb Raider and Forza, which are all known. So that does make sense. But if it's pretty much done how they're describing it, then show me some nice footage at E3 to prove,
Yeah, I hate to cut you off like that though, but I remember Phil Spencer saying that they have so many games. We have so many games, so why hasn't any games come out the first quarter of the year then? You know what I mean? It's like
the only rebuttal I have to that is maybe Microsoft has this strategy of, we're going to launch our stuff, the holiday season, where I guess people are spending most of their cash, I guess.
But they have Halo coming out as well, so that's they're ready to have commercials on TV over that game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Halo 5 is coming out near the holiday season. Tomb Raider is as well. Forza is as well. So far, I only know of those three games.
Does Tomb Raider have a date?
Yeah, I forgot if it did or didn't, but it's supposed to come out this year. I mean,
Okay.
honestly, like Microsoft does have like some exclusive, or how would I put it? Not necessarily exclusive, but games not on PlayStation,
Yeah.
indies that I'm looking forward to. Like Ori, have to pick that up, and Cuphead. But as in big releases, Microsoft, I don't really know of any. And to be honest, once we get to Sony, I'll explain that I don't know of any from the Sony side either.
Yeah. Yeah. So in an aspect, I guess speaking of Microsoft, to me is like they almost got to play some. Well, obviously they have to play catch up as it is. I mean, they're 10 to 11 million consoles in a whole. Like comparing to Sony, like the gap is just getting larger. So I feel that they need to have a few big hits. I mean, like you mentioned, they have Halo. Oh, Halo's coming out. Tomb Raider's supposed to come out too. Forza, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't really jump onto the racing genre. I'm more of a Gran Turismo guy. I mean, as my personal preference. I gotta be unbiased here, obviously. Or I'm unbiased. I gotta kind of just voice my opinion on some things though. But
Never played Gran Turismo.
yeah, I play Gran Turismo since the first one, so that's kind of like my thing right there. But I don't say Forza is a bad game, but again, they got those three titles for sure. Quantum Break's being pushed back. Spellbound that game's like in a loophole right now, right? Because the developer they kind of went under, but they have somebody else doing it right now.
Spellbound?
Is it Spellbound or it's another one?
You mean that damn Matt talks about it a lot.
Phantom Dust, right?
Phantom Dust, yeah, that.
There you go. My bad. Yeah, yeah. So, because it's a Spellbound had a CG trailer that wasn't theirs, right?
That's
And then
Scalebound. Scalebound
yeah,
is
yeah, Scalebound, yeah.
oh
And then
yeah, that's supposed to apparently come out this year. That'd
yeah,
be
I
cool.
doubt it. I doubt it is, but like there's nothing on it because like they switched because Scalebound from what they said online, obviously that the CG trailer that they showed last year wasn't the CG trailer that the developers made. So somebody made that. Somebody else made that. And then Phantom Dust, well, shit, the original developers they went under, so somebody else has the team. Somebody took over the project. Granted, they're continuing, I guess, off of it, but I mean, they got to understand what the direction was too. So I really don't see that game coming out this year. And if it did come out this year, I wonder what the quality would be at. Because if I was working on something and then I handed it all to you,
It's gonna be a different project.
Exactly.
Basically.
Yeah. So the visions would be a little different. I mean, it could be good and bad at the same time. So who knows what's going to happen in that
What else is
aspect.
supposed to come out this year from Microsoft? Now that I'm really thinking about it, because Quantum Break isn't coming. No. Crackdown is apparently coming. Now I like Crackdown. Will it make me get an Xbox One? Depending on how much of a difference this Crackdown is compared to the other ones. But um, yeah, I don't know that many. Like,
Yeah, and the thing is, I'm trying to be specific to like this game only played on their console. Like,
yeah,
it's a true exclusive. Yeah,
Crackdown is only on their it should be only on their console because I forgot another one. Fable is coming
it's on
out
PC as well. Yeah, I know what you mean, but I guess on my aspect, like I want this, the game. And what I'm trying to say is the game has to be only played on the Xbox, nothing else. You know what I mean? Like I know Fable's coming out, but I can play it on PC as well. So
yeah.
whatever. Yeah, I guess
And then look on PC you play for free and you don't pay for live because it's a free to play game. But on Xbox One you need to pay for Xbox Live to play free to play.
I know, right? To get in the shaft again. Ugh, golly, how do they like that? But yeah. So I really don't know what they have in store. It could be either this E3 they can tank real hard, or they can just kind of like just wow everybody again, just like they did with the cloud and all that. Because speaking of the cloud, where the hell is it? You know what I mean? Like
I don't know. Like actually, as a Crackdown fan and as a cloud conspiracy theorist, I don't like they show something where Crackdown is supposed to have destruction now, like a lot of destruction. And with the cloud enabled, it's more, or no, it's not more. I think it's not there. If you don't have the cloud, it's not even going to be there, which is going to suck. I mean, that's cosmetic, but that will suck. I want that destruction in the game.
Yeah, so in other words, there's a regular version and there's the GIMP version. The GIMP version is if you're not online playing a cloud version, I guess, or if your connection is kind of shabby, then I think there's too much at stake by adding all that stuff in there. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if my connection is shoddy that day, or this just a bad connection to their server, does that mean like does the textures come in all kind of half-ass or not at all? I mean, why should my experience be different from the next? It should be the same, right?
I mean, it may be that way. I mean, I don't want it to be like that, but that's where it seems to be going.
On their
Uh,
on their half.
well, if that's what they're going to use, what else? Speaking of Microsoft DX12, that's supposed to be hitting PC and Xbox One.
I think Xbox is gonna be next year though. The PC gets it first.
Yeah, when are we supposed to be getting a free copy of Windows 10?
I think that's November, December time frame.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so it's definitely gonna be after that. You know what I mean?
So
I imagine it's gonna be like that because I mean DirectX shines more on PC, so that's what they're gonna be targeting. Plus the free version of Windows as well.
yeah.
Even then I'm still kind of like skeptical about that. Like, is it truly free?
I mean,
Microsoft we're talking about here, right?
hopefully it's free. I mean,
That's what they're saying. I mean, I have a legitimate copy of Windows 7. You know
yeah,
what I
I
mean?
do too.
I have the actual real thing, the hologram disc and all that. You know what I mean? So if they're saying it's free, then okay. Yes. So I hope all. Well, the thing is, I'm going to wait until other people that I watch on YouTube run the official version. Well, the full version of Windows 10 and see how it runs with all the games. You know what I mean? I want to be the first batch of people to get it, and then possibly run into all these little issues left and right. You know what I mean? But that's just my take on the Windows 10 side. And coming from the Microsoft camp things, I guess you can say. But you have anything else to add on to the Microsoft side before we move to the next company?
All right, I will say this. When it comes to the being a PC gamer, when it comes to the three consoles, I'm not going back to the Wii U. Just had two of them, and even though there's games that excite me, I'm not doing that. But the Xbox One, honestly, I am looking at that a little bit more than the PS4, and the reason may sound stupid, but it's honestly
it is.
it probably is. I mean, I want to play Killer Instinct, and not only just that, I want to play Halo, stuff like that. But I can't. I'm not going to purchase Live. Like, if you ever see me with Live, I didn't buy it. Or I got it for free or some shit like that. I'm not paying for Live, or Plus. But I don't know, man. I kind of like the whole going in between. Like, the Xbox is the closest thing to a computer. It's a shitty computer, but you get what I'm saying. Like, I like how Brimstone, if you guys know Brimstone, he just hops on his Xbox and he can hop on Skype and still talk to us. It gets a little annoying sometimes where I'm talking, having a good conversation on Skype, but I don't want to be on my computer anymore. So
Yeah.
I have to leave it on to talk because I don't have Skype on my phone or anything like that. I don't have enough memory. I got to delete crap on my phone. I don't feel like doing that. But yeah, I just kind of like the whole, and then you can string between the two boxes, the minor things, not really something to make me rush out and go get one. But if I get one, I will be using those features. So
now, question. So since you say it's more PC like, do you think this could be the last year of Xbox console wise?
Yeah, it possibly, because look at what Microsoft doing. It seems like they're trying to build a fan base on PC, and they're trying to bring Xbox to PC and try to basically like merge the two. I mean, at the time, Microsoft was pretty much only when it came to games was on PC. So if they may just go back to doing what they were doing, which is fine with me. I mean,
and since you said build a fan base on PC, what's your take, or what do you think PC gamers, or how do you think PC gamers may feel about Microsoft, just in general? Like, if they're trying to build a fan base, because like, let's be honest, 98 98% of PC gamers probably run Windows, right?
yeah.
Would you assume that they're all Microsoft fans because they run Windows?
No, that doesn't even make sense. I get where you're going with that.
Yeah.
Nah, you're not on Microsoft. Okay, you gotta understand something. Especially if you're a PC gamer, the majority of games normally run on Windows. You can run stuff on Linux, you can run stuff on Mac, but most stuff is Windows compatible and it works better with Windows. So I don't like that. Just because you have Windows doesn't mean you're a fan of Windows or you're a fan of Microsoft. It's just I would say it's the general OS of computers. That's just what it is.
Yeah. Okay. Nicely said. Okay. Cool. Yeah, because I have a feeling that Microsoft might just abandon the console. Towards the end of the life cycle.
I think they're gonna ride it out, for a
Yeah.
little bit longer. But after a while, it's gonna be like this big Windows 10 push and big. I mean, they may keep Xbox around. I said like the smart thing for them to do is because Microsoft actually are making these pretty cool like Android indie type games. Like they got this Android type Halo game that's on Steam. I'm gonna pick it up. I got the first one. I'm gonna get the second one.
The Spartan one.
Yeah, I like those games. Like
I saw that. Yeah,
like
I saw
what
that.
Microsoft could do is keep like the major game and stuff on like the PC or whatever, and they can still make an Xbox, but do this like make a set top box, and you can download little small titles to it, or you can stream your PC games from it to that little box or something like that. But and make it functional, because I'm hearing people have issues with the Xbox One operating system, but plug that box in. Maybe activate like the Microsoft OS on your TV. It connects to your cable just like the Xbox One. It does everything the Xbox One does, but it's in a little small sleek box. But it just doesn't play like games or like major big releases unless you're streaming them or something. Like it could play like smaller titles off the box or something. Kind of like a PlayStation TV, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it could be something they're looking into, because I know that they want to say in the home, I guess in a console space or the home space or living room or whatever, they got to do something to kind of stay there, right? So yeah, I guess is one way of looking at it. All right. Without anything else to say about Microsoft, I guess we'll move on to Sony or Sony. So Sony side of the camp, as we all know that Sony they're doing real well on their sales, their game sales, because right now they have over 20 million consoles sold. So, and the console race, they're doing very well. Can't fault that. I mean, no matter how you look at it. Some people might say it's based off hype, and some people might think it's they got better titles or got better visuals, whatever. If it's hype is what sells. It's obvious. Look how the Wii sold when it came out. Sold off hype. But at the end of the day, that console was kind of like collecting dust when it comes to terms of the Wii. But back to the PS4, they kind of had a couple games come out this year. They had the big one that came out was Bloodborne, and a lot of people I know personally are playing that game kind of heavy. They have a lot of positive things to say about that game. I don't do the whole review scores, but it scored well on reviews, so I guess that must mean it must be a good game. I guess you could say they're trying to dive into a market that was left out with Bloodborne, meaning they're trying to go back to like the whole like games being hard, not easy to play. But at the same time, when it comes to the E3 conferences, Sony like to play it safe sometimes, and I'm wondering, I'm kind of curious if they're going to play it safe or they're going to just say, F it, let's just go all out. Let's try to, just put the nail in the coffin, I guess you can say. But their big blockbuster, Uncharted 4 is not coming out this year. It's coming out next year. But I guess the Titus or whatever, T-Docs from Twitter, he tweeted a while back stating that Sony still has a big title coming out, of this year. So Uncharted wasn't their only thing. What else could it be?
Are they kind of remakes?
Yeah,
big titles.
I don't know. Well, I know Ratchet and Clank's getting rebooted though, not remade though.
They may be talking about that exactly. They may be talking exactly about that, but like the Bloodborne thing, I'm gonna talk about that before I get into the E3.
Yeah,
the Bloodborne thing. I'm gonna explain the phenomenon of Bloodborne and why everybody's so Bloodborne happy. It's because it's nothing to play on the PlayStation 4. And see, I mentioned this about my Wii U. I said, Jesus Christ, I got ran over by a truck. What I was saying about my Wii U was to Mr. T and others, it was coming to a point where I just wanted to play it. So I was buying things I already own or buying stuff I know I had no interest in. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee the majority of people that bought Bloodborne aren't going to play or finish Bloodborne or even get that far in it. Now, that doesn't take away from the sales. It doesn't take away it being a good game. I'm a FromSoft fan. I'm pretty sure it's good. But what I'm implying is people are buying stuff, not only on just PS4 and Xbox One and more likely Wii U. They're buying things twice or buying things they don't really want because it's nothing to play. So Bloodborne sells like hotcakes. Why? Because the fans want an exclusive game to be good. It gets these great reviews. The Order didn't do that well. Bloodborne was the next game in line to be like that game to say, ha ha ha, Xbox fans, we got a better game than you.
Yeah.
So they went out, they bought it based off review scores and stuff. Guaranteed majority of people that bought that game, if you ask them, how far did you get? They didn't get that far. They're not playing it. But, once again, that's not to take away from the game. It's just to explain that I think this generation is coming, like, it's kind of sucks a little bit because people buying stuff they don't really want.
Yeah.
But I don't know what happened. I think GTA 5 crashed. But so with Sony's E3 and the big title that they could be talking about, I have no idea at all. Because Uncharted 4 got delayed to next year.
Yeah, and they're saying like I think from what they said that it's supposed to be like a PS2 title. So,
whatever the game is supposed to be like a PS2 title.
That's from what if I remember correctly, that's what somebody had rumored or leaked and said that it's supposed to be like some PS2 title for to bring back some big ones. I'm like, okay, PS2 had a huge life, huh?
Games. It could be a new Sly Cooper, but I mean, I don't know why that would be such a big announcement.
Yeah, although I did play the Ratchet and Clank, I can't remember which one it was. I think it was Nuts and Bolts I played on the PS2. Although I did play, some of them or one of them, I don't think that's gonna be like the must-have game. You know what I mean? Because it's gonna attract only a certain audience because it's a platform type game. I'm not saying it's a bad game or anything though, but it's not gonna be. It's not that big game that they're marketing. They didn't market it, in the past. I guess that style of game in the past. You know what I mean? Past meaning like a few years ago,
Yeah.
Not like way back, but it's a couple years ago. So I know the big push was Uncharted, and The Last of Us. But okay, what other game is going to be like? Oh man, I can't believe they made this game or whatever. I mean, I know they got like what is it, 15 studios or 12 studios working for them, producing games. But
I don't know how many. I don't know how many they have.
Yeah, I know they have quite. It's more than 10. I know that. But okay, so what are some? It's kind of like this. What if like, well, what if this studio comes out with this game and that nobody ever heard of? Because at the same time, even with the studios when they do produce games, if it's a new IP, is at a risk because people don't know what it is. You know what I mean? Then they were kind of weary about buying it. Just like the whole The Order, it was like a new IP, but everybody was kind of weary because they didn't know how long it was, and it being 5 hours made everybody kind of not want to buy it. I didn't play the game, so I can't say it's a good or bad game. But if some people I knew that bought it, they said they liked the game, so whatever in that part, right? So, but on Sony's side of things, they got to deliver now. Since now they got this big hole, you know what I mean? Microsoft on the other end, they still got some titles that still might entice people. You know what I mean? Like they have that Forza, Halo, and they have Tomb Raider. At least those are slotted to come out at the end of the year. Sony, I really don't know what big hit they got. You know what I mean? That's gonna.
Well, I'm gonna be 100% with you, Jay.
Mm-hmm.
Sony doesn't actually have to bring out anything, to be honest with you, because the PlayStation 4 list sales just like kind of halt, or not halt, but like slow down. Hold on, wait a minute. Well, never mind. I got to sneeze. So unless sales just like start slowing down, Sony doesn't have to do anything. Like Sony wants it to be
this is race.
No, they want this to be their PS2 generation again, or their or they want to be the Xbox 360. For those that don't understand what I'm saying, they want to be the 360 of this generation, which is basically Microsoft could take their sweet time with an exclusive. They can take their time with anything, which is which is why I really believe that these games, these remakes that are Sony made, are simply cash grabs, because they don't even necessarily pull those out. They have the hype. They have the out of the consoles, the better, I guess, is third party support and third party games. So they want to just chill back, and when they make an exclusive game, they can make it as good as they want. But that's not. I mean, that's not like the real reason why they're happy about this position. They don't have to do anything. They're winning. They want to just be in a position where they're just generating money, and they don't have to do too much or nothing to keep that up. It just keeps going because people are buying it.
Yeah, but like as a business wise, to me, you don't want to get too lax. You know what I mean? Because that's a form of being too cocky. You know
I mean, it is. I mean, it definitely is a form of being too cocky. But like even in the PS2 generation, like I guarantee you, PS2, PS1 generation, how many Sony owned IPs that people love or people like always talk about? It really ain't that many if you think.
No, it was a lot of third party.
There's a lot of third party or a lot of games that may have been exclusive to Sony, but it wasn't a Sony game. It wasn't their title, So it's the same situation like with Xbox. But when it comes to their E3, like just like Microsoft, what do they have coming out this year? Bloodborne came out already. The Order came out already. We're supposed to be, I guess, in a God of War 3 remake, which I saw the screenshots. It doesn't even look that different. It's looking 1080p or something. We got apparently an Uncharted collection. I swear to God, people are dumb. If that Uncharted collection is made by Naughty Dog, that means that Naughty Dog stopped production to produce a remake. You don't think
that they passed it off to somebody else?
I mean, they could have, but if it got the Last of Us treatment, that was done by Naughty Dog.
Now, speaking of that, people are. I made a video on this, and people are all butthurt about it. What I said was a better value. If the Uncharted collection comes out, right, and it's like, I don't know, $40 to $60, you mean to tell me that it's okay to sell one remaster for $40 as opposed to getting 3 of them for, I guess, $60? Let's say Uncharted goes for $60, right? The collection. Isn't that a better value, dollar for dollar at least, with the Uncharted versus the God of War 3, which is only one game? You know what I mean? Like, because you can get all the God of War games on the PS3 for $40, all of them. That includes the PSP versions. Those two other stories.
Yeah, you get them all. I think the only one that doesn't come in that is Ascension. But Ascension,
I'm not gonna count that, man. That's you know what I mean. So you get 5 God of War games for $40. For the PS4, you only get 1 for $40. And if this remaster comes out with Uncharted, you get 3 of them, 3 games for possibly $40 to $60. I really don't see why Santa Monica didn't put all the God of Wars together. You know what I mean? They should have. That would have been more of a beast bundle. Granted, I mean, like, I'm not a big old fan of the whole remasters thing either. That's why I try to advocate or just try to tell everybody, if you had a PC, we didn't worry about it, because there's no remasters on PCs really. I mean, like, there's no need for it. I mean, but that's a whole nother topic. But again, dollar for dollar, I think the Uncharted collection would be more of a value versus the God of War remaster, just because you only get 1 game versus 3 games. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, like, people don't put math together, because if, let's say, $60 for the Uncharted games, there's 3 of them. So that would mean, if someone was thinking logically, $20 a pop for each game, paying $60.
Mm-hmm.
God of War is $40 for 1 remaster. Someone could look at that and say that doesn't make sense. That would mean, since it's 1 remaster, there should be 20. But I mean, but see, people like once again, this goes back to, like, you saying, Sony doesn't want to get too cocky. Like, Sony, I don't think they'll ever make the mistake of being so cocky they can say our next console is $600 and you'll get 2 jobs to buy it. Like, that was extremely cocky. But like, I don't think they'll ever go back to that point. But when gamers think about it, like, you know, people think YouTube is a small minority. It really isn't. Like the opinions and thoughts shared on YouTube is the opinions and thoughts shared by a bunch of I've heard plenty of gamers, you know, a bunch of people buying shit like or just going to like GameStop, going to like, you know, the game section at Walmart, Target. They'll sit there and complain and say, man, they just keep remaking games. They keep remaking games. That same person that keeps complaining about remake games is buying remake games. So if you're stuck in this, I guess, paradox of retardation of complaining and still purchasing, why is shit like Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo? They're not dumb. Like people are gonna buy it just because. Like I think the gamers have become. I think majority of gamers have just become this almost like zombies. They just buy like they just buy shit over and over and over and over. Hey, you beat that game? No, but you're still buying games. And I don't know if you ever came across someone that be like, I need something to play. I needed some games to play. Most times when someone say I need games to play, that means they don't have that many games or they beat the games they own and they want something else to play. No, these motherfuckers is like buying like 5 games at a time. They haven't like it's different if you don't like the games that you purchase. Like whatever, you don't like them, so you're not gonna play them. But you're just buying shit. See, I think they realized in the game industry they got people to the point where they're just gonna Call of Duty. They keep making Call of Duty every year because they know you're just gonna buy it.
Yeah,
it does. People who can't stand Call of Duty buy Call of Duty anyway.
I think I almost fall in that category a little bit. I buy a crap ton of games, but I play a lot of them though randomly. You know what I mean? And like for me, I speak on my behalf. It all depends on the mood I'm in. You know what I mean? Like I like I said, I bought the humble bundle Origin deal they had yesterday. I bought it, right? So I have I think it was like 9 games that came in there. But I won't play all 9 games all in one day. You know what I mean? I might play Zombie tomorrow, you know, things like that. But like it for me, it depends on what mood I'm in. You know what I mean? But like I understand what you're saying too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, with something like that, you know, and we got to explain that. Like, Humble Bundle is a place where you can buy. You're not really buying games. You can, but you donate money, and then they'll tell you what you get out of it. So if you donate, like right now, if you donate $5, you get like 9 games or something like that, EA games.
Yep.
See, the thing like with that, it's like understandable. Obviously, you just bought all these games at once because you got a deal. What I'm referring to is like people buying games day one or buying just a shit ton of games, and then the same individual, you know, will sit there and say the game is amazing, it's great, whatever. They only got to like, you know, to make it simplistic, level 2 or some shit, and they haven't touched it since. You get what I'm saying? Like, so, but like, and that's not a problem. You do everyone with your money. But that's what I'm just saying. Like, I think the companies have realized that a lot of people are like that when it comes to games. They're just going to, it's just like music. People say music is shit all the time. They still buy albums or they still go to concerts because my friend is going to the concert. So I'm going to go to the concert too and pay my money to listen to something I don't like, which doesn't make sense. But that's what I think that we just hit that time with consumers, with gamers.
Yeah, I believe it. And Sony, Microsoft, they know how to capitalize that, and Nintendo, they know how to capitalize on all that. But man, I want to get too much off topic.
We're going off topic. Like,
but like for Sony's side though, I guess all in all, I think they may try to play it cool with some heavy hitters. Well, maybe some jabs, some heavy hitters, maybe.
Yeah.
But I think still they need to drop something, man. Fucking even what is that game called? Last Guardian, even. I mean, something. I mean,
I don't think we ever like. All right, these are the Sony games. I could look it up real quick, but off the top of the dome, these are the Sony games that I know that are coming out, and you're probably gonna laugh. The Order already came out. Bloodborne. They're remaking Flower, Journey, and Flow and putting it on a Blu-ray, which are a bunch of, I think, Sony exclusive, like small titles that were like digital titles on PS3 and Vita.
It's from that game company. Yeah. That's okay. So okay, they're shipping out to retail because they're gonna say 2 of those games are already out. They've been out.
Yeah, they've been out. I think it's like a triple pack. Like they did it on PS3 as well. You could buy those physically on PS3, like physically. So so far, and this is why like I need to make another video, but people don't understand why I complain about remakes. It's the second year. You've already brought out these games initially when they first launched. Then you brought them out again. Now you're gonna bring them out again on disc. No one pays attention to it. God of War, another remake. Uncharted, if true, another remake. Uh, Tomorrow's Children, I think, comes out this year, but that's another game that Sony fans are going to buy and never play because it's kind of like a Minecraft type game.
Mm-hmm.
And the same people out here hyped about this game don't like Minecraft, which doesn't make sense. You know, it's the same concept. It's just Sony is doing it, so I guess buy it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What else is coming out that I can remember with PlayStation? A bunch of indie games that already came out on other platforms that quote unquote were exclusive, but now they're coming to the PlayStation, like Bastion. Ali came out already.
Ali 2.
Yeah, Ali 2, yeah.
Yeah, 2's not it's not on PC.
It's going to come to PC.
Yeah, it's not on it yet, but it's not there yet.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's just that they do that timed exclusive crap.
Yeah. Super Time Force is coming out too. I think it's coming out this.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna double dip. I got that on PC. I'm gonna buy that again because you can play as the person for Journey, and I just want it on my Vita. Honestly, I just want to play it on there.
Yeah.
I think that's it that I can remember that are exclusive games for PlayStation 4. Is the 2 that already came out, the remakes, and that's all I can remember.
Now, one thing I noticed that Sony has done, they've had last year they did this, and this year they're doing it again. Do you think next year they'll have another summer remaster come out? Because last year was Last of Us that kind of somewhat fixed the dry spell for the summertime, and then this
God
year
of War gonna be the summer. I think God of War is gonna be that summer remake.
Yeah, but like God of War is a single player game though. So, but again, it's a game as in the summer though. Do you think they'll repeat that next year, or they might
Oh, it's not a game in the summer?
No, it is. I mean, God of War comes out on my birthday.
You're saying what next year? What will be the next year's summer remake?
Yeah.
So mark my words. Beyond Two Souls.
You think so?
I got a feeling. Oh yeah, I forgot. Until Dawn is coming out this year as well.
That's a new IP.
I don't know who cares about that, but Until Dawn is coming out this year.
That game, I want to check it out.
Keep in mind, same people that don't like the Walking Dead and Telltale's game will go buy Until Dawn.
I like clickbait, point and click games. So I'll definitely check it out. I mean, and like I did 2 videos of Life is Strange. I have Beyond Two Souls to beat it. I have Heavy Rain. I've gotten I got to dive back into that game. I guess I was playing other games that came out way after that. So that game, Heavy Rain, didn't age right. It aged. You can see the age in the game. Put it that way. I guess that kind of turned me off. But I know the story is still good though. But I like those point and click games, man. They're really good. And I beat Walking Dead as well, so I'll pick it up Until Dawn. I think it's a different twist on it. You know what I mean? For those that don't know what it's about, I think it's 8 people. They're in like a cabin, and then if somebody dies, they're written out the story completely. So there is no coming back. You know what I mean? So it's one of those survival horror. I can't say the word right. Horror type of point and click type of game. So I think they might make a movie out of it eventually. I don't know why, but I think a movie can kind of spin off of it as well. So I wouldn't be surprised. All right. Well, like I said, that's all I got on my behalf on Sony. Unless you could think of something else, I could just go off that. But
yeah, I don't have anything else on PlayStation.
Yeah, and then now the last company, Nintendo. So we all know that Zelda was officially delayed, unless they're trolling everybody, but is delayed till next year. And how Nintendo does their games, they do the games right. I'm pretty sure they want to be in the same debacle that Assassin's Creed 4 was in, and how Mortal Kombat 10 is in. Because speaking of which, I got another update for Mortal Kombat 10 for my PC. It's the second update within a week of the release of the game, within 4 days, I think. It's kind of ridiculous. But besides that, so Zelda got delayed. I think Xenoblade Chronicles comes out next month or this month?
Xenoblade comes out on the 3DS. It already came out this month, a couple of days ago, on the new 3DS.
Yeah.
Xenoblade Chronicles X for the Wii U is supposed to come out this year. but I doubt it. I know it's coming out this year in Japan. In America, I don't think it's coming out this year.
Wow.
I don't think. I have no idea, but I doubt it.
I mean,
Because it has to be localized. It's I don't think it is yet.
so with that being said, I mean, what do they got? You know what
What
I
does
mean?
Nintendo have this year? All right, I'll bring that down. Kirby came out
Okay.
already.
Yeah.
Splatoon is coming out with no voice chat. Mario Maker that's coming out in September.
That looks kind
Yoshi,
of. I'm not gonna lie, man. The Mario Maker might
yeah,
be
it
kind of
looks,
beastly
yeah,
because
it looks fun.
yeah, and like granted, you Little Big Planet did it first, I guess, with the whole creation thing, creating new levels. But Mario's so basic, I think. You know what I mean? It's 2D. It's a platforming style. I think they kept it simple, just for simplicity. You know what I mean? Anybody can do it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be so simple that you're going to be able to make this crazy shit quicker and
Yeah,
better because it's just so easy to understand.
I mean, I like that type of game is a game that people could play for freaking years. You know what I mean? Like, because new levels will be generated, and I would imagine that the levels could be uploaded to Nintendo servers so other people can play them. I would hope so. I mean,
I think they can be.
yeah, that would be the more ideal situation, I would imagine. But like I said, that game could be is could be a beast. It should sell. I imagine it should sell real well. I mean, not because of Mario, but I think because the concept behind it. Because anybody can create a difficult ass stage that everybody can play on. You know what I mean? So, but
Yeah.
go ahead, man. My bad.
So we got Mario Maker, Yoshi's Woolly World is supposed to come out this year. And I believe that's all I can.
Not a whole bunch. Not a whole bunch. I think their
A
DS,
bunch of a
their
bunch.
yeah, their
Uh,
handheld line has more titles coming out. But
yeah, a bunch of amiibos are going to come out this year. Those little toys, or DLC figurines. So I mean, like I said, it looks just kind of dry. I mean, if we make predictions, I think we skipped on the predictions for PlayStation, but if we made predictions for Nintendo, unless Nintendo wants to be like a troll and just say, you know what, Zelda is coming out this year. Okay, thanks Nintendo for trolling us. What could Nintendo announce that would get everybody off their feet?
is Star Fox still coming out?
Oh yeah, Star Fox is supposed to come out, but we haven't really seen anything about Star Fox, so I don't know about that. Um, I don't know what Nintendo can show us. Hopefully,
What?
they should.
Well, like if they could release an F-Zero, man, like another one. I mean, F-Zero Super Nintendo's. I like
Well,
that a lot. You know what I mean?
Nintendo's excuse is they don't know what to do with F-Zero. I think that's the last thing they said. They said they don't have any ideas for F-Zero.
It was just a racer. That's all it was.
Yeah, but I guess what they're saying is they don't have. I don't. Yeah, now that you just said that, I don't even know what the fuck they meant by that. Now I just thought about it. I don't know what the hell that means.
Unless they hurt themselves by coming out Mario Kart so many times. You know what I mean?
I think yeah, that is a possibility. They didn't came out Mario Kart so many times. It may be things that may have been or was going to be like maybe in the F-Zero game kind of transition to like new things in Mario Kart.
Yep.
It's a possibility. I wouldn't doubt it. But
Yeah.
when it comes to Nintendo this year, I mean, if they talk about their new console a little bit at E3, that'd be kind of cool. If Zelda's not coming out, show more of it or talk about it a little bit more. But I got a feeling. See, this is what they did last year, right? They dropped Mario Kart, and then the rest of the year was just dry. And what Nintendo fans were saying, which is 100% damage control, they said, well, the reason why they did that is because Mario Kart is like a big popular game, and it's a co-op, it's a family-friendly game, it's online. That's going to last you the rest of the year until the holiday season. And I said, no, because Mario Kart, at least to me, maybe to some is like this. The only game I know that can do something like that is a Call of Duty or Battlefield. But even those, I'm playing games in between a multiplayer match of that. I'm not gonna hop on Call of Duty alone for like half a year. No, that's not happening. But
you'll get burnt out on it. I mean,
yeah, you'll get burnt out, or I mean, especially Call of Duty. Like maybe even after like playing 12 hours, you'll get burnt out on that shit because it's irritating. But oh yeah, that's another thing. It is rumored. Well, not rumored. It's kind of speculated that Black Ops 3 may be on Wii U, and the reason why that's kind of cool is the last two. The last Call of Duty wasn't on Wii U.
You know what, man? I hope it is, and I hope it has a voice chat.
Yeah, it would be nice.
It'll just make that Splatoon dev look silly, man. You know what I mean? We all know that voice chat is needed in a competitive game. I mean,
but not even that, Jay. Guy. It's not even like if you want to take the competitiveness out of it, right? The coordination that, because what were we doing earlier on GTA 5?
We're fucking talking.
We're talking the whole time. We were telling, hey, look, hey, fly the plane this way. I fly the helicopter that way.
Like, you don't see my flares. You don't see my flares in the sky.
Yeah. When we were sniping, we were like, GTA 5 Online is so dope. Like, we were sniping, in the mission. We had to take out like guards at the same time and simultaneously kill guards. Remember, we had to. I don't know if you heard us. We had to simultaneously like put these key cards in.
Yeah, because you did a countdown, right? 3, 2, 1. Like,
yeah, you gotta remember, Splatoon. I don't even think it has a text. So you can't even. I don't think text to people. So if you're telling me GTA 5 Online, see, it's not even just talking to coordinate to have to beat the mission or do it better. What if I just want to talk? You know what I'm saying? Don't I just shoot the shit with somebody?
Yeah,
you can't even do that. And like, I think the fans are kind of like not acknowledging that, because I keep hearing saying, well, Splatoon isn't that type of game where you really need to coordinate. Even though Nintendo fans were telling me that this is a tactical third person shooter. That's what they were saying before, but now it's not really that type of game. Okay, fine, but what if I just want to hear you laugh, or I want to like maybe like you get online and you're just and like I'm already playing Splatoon with Jay Guy. Hey Jay Guy, how are you doing? Like I can't even say that because you can't hear me, so I have to get on Google Plus. Like, come on, like it's stupid. But I'm tired of ranting about Splatoon. It's enough. I haven't shot any videos in a while because it's just the same. The same shit is going to come out my mouth. I don't want to even say it anymore.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, because like, well, shit, I can't say what I want to say because you already said it, But that's Splatoon game's coming out. Well, I think it's coming out in May, right? May or June?
Yeah, May or the end of April. I doubt if it's the end of April. But.
Yeah, so that's coming out. So that's pre E3. So I hope that they're show something on Zelda. I mean, I would predict that they would show something on Zelda. Only me the smart thing about it. The smart thing to do is to show that at least they're showing, have something to show that they are working on it, and also they also can do what's that other game? Star Fox. Obviously, they can give it an actual release season because they don't do dates. Some season saying when it's gonna be released, so everybody will know that it's coming out, around Christmas time because a lot of people have been asking for it apparently. So at least you got that, and then shoot, man, I think they may announce Metroid, man. I really think they might. Yeah,
Metroid game.
Yeah, they might announce it.
Mark my words. If they do, don't be surprised. Metroid for the new 3DS.
For that only. Not for the Wii U.
I wouldn't be surprised.
All right.
That's their money maker right there.
Okay.
Like,
I'm voting for the console. You're on the handheld, and then if it happens, we'll revisit the video clip, and then
I'm not. I wanted to come for the Wii U. Like, don't get it wrong, but I would not be surprised because something else I mentioned about Nintendo, which is very I don't think people are picking up on it, and I could be wrong, but Nintendo just announced 64 games are now available to purchase on Wii U.
Oh, like after that guy did that remake.
No. I'm not gonna talk about remakes. I'm just mentioning something like with the Wii. You know how on PlayStation and Xbox they had the arcade and the indie games, right? And as time went on, they built their library. Nintendo had indies as well, not that many, but the majority of stuff on their digital store on the Wii was like Sega Genesis games, NES games, all these. 64 games, all these great old games, right?
Classics,
right? So on the Wii U, they were building up a library, but then they kind of just stopped. And then they start saying, well, now we're going to have 64 games. Now we're going to have like the Wii can play DS games now. And now the Wii can play Game Boy Advance games. And now the Wii can play Wii digital games. But it's not coming across like they're trying to build up a library of games. It just comes across like, we don't have nothing to give you right now. Here you go. Shut the hell up. Like, and I don't, that's what it comes across. Like, for real. Like, it's not, like PlayStation 3. They build up a PS2 library, build up a PlayStation 1 library as time went on. It's not coming across that way. It just seems like here's a little sprinkle of games. Don't ever ask for anything else because it's probably not coming out.
Yeah.
That's just the vibe I'm getting.
Basically, we're giving you something to play, right? Basically.
Yeah, like I wouldn't even say on the DS at this point in time, the DS has built up a library, but even the DS, like they just sporadically, like randomly, you'll get this couple of Game Boy games or something like, and some of them are like shit that no one even wants, like some shit you never heard of.
Yeah,
but yeah, I just want to throw that out there. I think Nintendo's doing that to so the gap doesn't seem that bad.
Yeah, that's probably good business strategy, I would imagine. So my prediction again, going on Metroid, and yeah, we need to bounce back on Sony, so see what we can predict. What they're gonna drop.
Predict for Microsoft? Yeah, we did, because I think I mentioned something about like I wanted them to show more Halo 5.
Yeah, I didn't, not yet. Okay, I predict that they'll definitely show some Gears of War, because people like the game, even though they didn't like the last one, and the same people are doing the new one. So I don't know what difference it will make. You know what, man? Okay, for sure they'll show some Gears of War. And oh god, I don't even know what else.
Honestly, like as I think about it, like not as much Nintendo, but when you really think about Sony and Microsoft, when it comes to their exclusive lineup, it's kind of like you don't even. I mean, honestly, I don't care. Like half the time, like the games I'm more excited for, like third-party games and indies for more than anything else. But I guess like after we talk about our predictions for the other ones, we could talk about like just third-party games we kind of want to see at E3. But,
yeah. Oh yeah. So Microsoft, I really don't have a clear answer. I just think they're gonna show some Gears. Sony, I think they're gonna end up. Shit, I didn't get one for them either, did I? I think they really need to dive in or not dive in, dabble in The Last Guardian. They gotta speak about it. At least show something. You know what I mean? Because they're claiming that it's still in production. They claimed that last year. So what's been going on for the past 10 years? Almost with this game. So maybe they could show something. And Nintendo, I think it'd be Metroid for the console. So that's what I think is all recorded, and then we can probably visit that portion of the conversation post E3
for Sony's E3. And I guess I throw this in for Microsoft as well. Wouldn't be surprised they announce a slim model
of Microsoft. Console. Microsoft definitely. Sony,
both of them. Yeah. I would think. Wouldn't be surprised if we already announced that there's a Batman limited edition, which does look really cool. PlayStation 4. Wouldn't be surprised if we see a couple of more limited edition consoles be announced for both. Sony may officially announce the Uncharted collection. What else? A bunch of third-party exclusive games. Well, not a bunch, but a good number of third-party exclusive games. Mm-hmm. A good number of which will be third-party exclusive games that were already third-party exclusive games on the PS3, just ported over to the PS4. Them re-releasing or remaking, that's another thing something else people don't realize. Gravity Rush 2 was rumored to come out for PS4.
I thought it's coming to Vita first, or no?
Gravity Rush is a Vita game, and it seems like Sony is trying to slowly kill the Vita off. The best way to do that is to take away the games that make the Vita the Vita.
Yeah, I know. Because I have Gravity Rush. I got into it, but I need a freaking room, so I had to get rid of it. I had to delete it. But I still have it. I can re-download it. But that game is pretty good, man. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's good. I have to finish it. I don't know if I ever will. It's the frame rate, like it's retarded, and it's kind of making me a little sick because
you gotta move the whole thing
all
around.
that camera, that twisting and turning. It's not a bad game whatsoever. That's probably just a personal problem with the sick thing. It's kind of like a bunch of twisting and turning in the air. But like I'm pretty sure we're gonna get Tearaway, which is a Vita game that's on the 4 now. So
yeah, it's supposed to be a different version of it though, because I have it for the Vita. I don't know if you have it though, but the Vita version. Well, I beat the game. It was pretty damn good, man. It was very it was an innovative way they used the Vita for that game, but using the camera and such like that.
Yeah.
It was pretty damn cool, man. They actually used the whole damn thing. You know what I mean? So I was very appreciative for my purchase. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's supposed to come out this year too, I think, right?
Yeah. Let's come out this year. What else? For Sony's, we might get a couple Vita exclusive games, maybe.
I hope so, man.
This is not even a predict. I don't even think this will ever happen. But if Sony can make it happen, it'd be great. Make it could be either or. Get Rockstar to develop an exclusive Vita, or at least port San Andreas to the Vita, and it can be the Android copy, because the Android copy is actually pretty good. But I would rather have a Vita copy, not just a straight up port of the Android version. But I wouldn't mind that either. But yeah, I kind of want that to happen. What else from Sony's side?
Yeah, because Grand Theft Auto will push units for sure. It's proven. I mean, they proved it 3 times.
Sony, what else do I think from Sony I could see happening? I don't know. Like, I think that's pretty much it. I can't see anything else happening.
That's cool. That's cool. So, Nintendo, we covered that. I mean, your prediction was for the DS to get the Metroid, right? So, and mine was for the console. So for the third party games coming out. All right, so let's try to wrap this up though in like the next at least 10, 15 minutes though. The newest one that got the trailer was Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront. Well, I can't even call it a trailer. I mean, it was all a CG cinematic, but I like how they said that is the in-game engine, but that's not really the footage you want to look for, because the game's not going to run like that. To those who are listening, it's not. Although the trailer did look nice for a trailer, I'll give it that. But the game has no single player either, and from what I've heard, there's no space battles either. And I think King, I think you even mentioned this. The games could pretty much be just like another Battlefield clone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, essentially, the main gist of Battlefront was essentially conquest. Like that was the main mode to play, which, we all know Battlefield. A lot of people play that because of conquest. So I haven't seen or heard them say anything about space missions, which I enjoy. You went from ship to ship. They may return. I don't know, but I honestly do believe
probably.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I honestly believe that this, since it's made by DICE and all, this could be a straight up Battlefield clone. Now I don't mean like from like obviously it's gonna have Star Wars stuff in it, and if you can still play as a Jedi or a special character, it may go on. You may get the option to go into third person mode, but honestly, I just think it's going to play or feel a lot like Battlefield. It's not going to feel like Battlefront. It's going to feel like Battlefield with a Battlefront or a Star Wars mod over it.
Man, oh man, oh man. I mean, that's what I'm afraid of, because that's how hard. I mean, I played Hardline during the beta. I didn't buy the game. I'm boycotting Battlefield until they bring up Bad Company 3. That'll live up to Bad Company 2. But when I played it, the game, of course, was a little different, but it still handled the same. I felt like I was playing Battlefield. You know what I mean? So, it was different, but not different. If that makes any sense. Was it fun? Yeah, but I mean, I just started playing it. You know what I mean? So I was during the beta phase, and I didn't purchase the game. I was just, like I said earlier, I refused to buy it. But this Battlefield game, I'm sorry, Battlefront. It's I think it'll be just Battlefield, but with Star Wars a theme in it. You know what I mean? To having the mechs walk around, imagining getting them. You know what I mean? Walk around and go take over a base and stuff like that. But like the whole aspect of it, like you said earlier, it needs to be in the game, which I don't know at this point in time. I don't know if it will be, but they need to have that third person view in there. I think that brings the whole immersion of being a Jedi. You know what I mean? Having those lifesaver battles. You know what I mean? And to be able to see where your character is going and things like that. So I don't know what they'll do on the console side, PC side of things with that game. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody comes out with a fix to have it be in third person. You know what I mean? So who's to say where the direction of this game would go? But I don't know. I just my hopes aren't that high with that title right now. Primarily because they haven't showed us anything. So I'm kind of like, you know, my eyes are open, but my wallet's closed. You know, that's how I feel about that one. But moving forward, Batman's coming out in August, right? It's August 2nd, or no, June 2nd, right? Or June the 4th, or one or the other. Yeah. So I haven't really played any of the Batman games. I never was really big into Batman games.
You play any Batman games?
But it's weird. See, check it. Batman, when I was a kid, was like my superhero. You know what I mean? In terms of like comic books and such. You know, that was my superhero. Batman animated series, best series, for animation wise, best. The movies, the animated movies they had, good. Mask of the Phantasm, one of my favorite ones, movie wise. And from all that, you would think I would play the Batman games. Nah, I didn't. I have the second one. I have Batman's Origin on my PS3 because it was free. I played a little bit of it, but I think during the time I just got a game for my PS4, so I was playing that a lot. So I really don't know what to expect, I guess you can say, in the whole Batman series. I guess you played it. Can you elaborate a little more?
The Batman games?
Yeah.
They're pretty much. You play Sleeping Dogs?
Nah.
Well, last generation, the Batman games, I would say pretty much hands down, started that whole punch, bounce off the wall, you know, go between enemy, the counter button thing. You play Shadows of Mordor?
I have that, yep.
Like that was one of the reasons why I wasn't really. I mean, Shadows of Mordor was an okay game, but it wasn't all that great. Like everybody was like, "Oh, this is such a new experience," and I went in with that hype in my head, and because it was like that game, I looked at it and I was like, "Okay, I'm not into Lords of the Rings," but I was like, "Okay, cool, whatever," and I'll pick it up later. You know, I only paid $20 like a week after it launched on Amazon.com, so I paid what I wanted to pay for it, but I was going in under the notion that this was like a brand new expensive. No, it was if you played the Batman game, it was exactly that. It was Batman, but with a Lord of the Rings skin over it, basically. So it basically started that whole punch, you know, crap.
Now, I had to say to the viewers, that's not a bad thing to take certain aspects from other games, though. Either.
No, it's not bad at all. It's just, you know, like I said, the only reason why I didn't particularly think it was amazing. It's a good game. There's nothing wrong with it. Because I was thinking it was different because I was told it was different.
Yeah,
you know, that's all I'm saying. But there's nothing wrong with the game. I'm just using it as a frame of reference since you never played the Batman games. But you know, Jay got you know, you could have got all the Batman games.
They're on sale. I know
on Amazon for like what was it? I paid $7 for all of them.
They'll be on sale again when the time comes closer to the game to be released. They'll come back. I know it will.
$7 though for all of them and all its DLC for every last game. I don't know about that one. That's like crackhead prices right there, Jake. I don't know what that was.
WB Humble Bundle coming up. $5.
I thought Amazon had a glitch in the system, but that's what I thought.
I think it'll come back. The deal, because just look at the Grand Theft Auto. I guess you call it a sale they have it on Steam right now. Even when the Grand Theft Auto remaster came out on PS4, all the Saints Row games went on sale on Steam. So I think that the Batman franchise will be on sale on Steam, minus the new one. Obviously, the newest coming out. So all three, I could get all three. Maybe not for $7, but maybe for $10. On Steam, maybe. But we'll see. We'll see when that time comes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But the Batman games are really good. I enjoyed Batman Arkham City.
Mm-hmm.
Out of all of them, the most. It's looking good. The new one that's coming out, it's kind of on my radar, but not really. Even though I'm a big fan of the Batman games and I like Batman as a character, I've played 3 of them. You get what I'm saying? So this one, like I love graphics. Graphically, like graphics are great. Like it's eye candy. Popped in GTA 5. I played it on PS3 and played it on Next Generation. I was blown away how it looked. But after a while, the shit just looks like Grand Theft Auto. So Batman is eventually, after the shit gets out my brain, it's going to look like Batman. And what am I left with? Is the same crap I've been playing. There's nothing wrong with that, but to pay $60 to play something I done played, like this would be my technically because I played Mordor. This would be my 5th time playing it. No, I think I can wait. You know what I'm saying? So, that's just how I'm looking at it.
I feel you on that one. Also, I'm buying this game at least. Project Cars is coming out pretty soon. That's coming out next month. They're throwing that out there. The Wii U version is supposed to be coming out sometime. I don't know. Guitar Hero's coming out later on. Right? Is that what it is? Guitar Hero Live or Rock Band Live?
Guitar Hero Live or something.
Yeah, that's coming out later on. I think that may we'll see how that goes. I think that might be in a niche audience picking that up. I'm trying to look for big titles too. Madden's coming out. I don't know if you're a Madden person.
Nah. Madden's coming out.
That's it. The Witcher's coming out.
I don't care.
What? Okay.
I got Witcher 1. I bought Witcher 1 and 2 on Steam for $2. Witcher 1, I played that and I immediately said I'm never going to play this game. It's just probably because how it controls and how old it is. And I
got the second one for free at Good Old Games. They gave it away. That's it.
I mean, I may have Witcher 3 because if I buy a 970 or if I buy any of the new Nvidia cards, it comes with it. Yeah. But Witcher 3 in general, am I looking for? I didn't beat the second one or the first. I know I'm never going to play the first one, so I'm not going to add that to the equation. I never beaten the second one. Every time I put it in to play The Witcher is I'm not going to say it's bad, but it's a very interesting title and how it plays. And I kind of like it, but see, The Witcher falls in that category of, it's the best way to explain. It's like candy, it's certain candies I like, but I will probably never eat what's that shit called? I like Skittles, but I like so much stuff over Skittles that I will rarely ever eat some Skittles. So when it comes to The Witcher, I may have that urge every blue moon and say, hey, I want to play The Witcher because I do like the game.
Yeah.
It's so much other stuff that I like over it. I never will probably end up finishing.
Yeah, I have it on my PC. The game is beautiful. Witcher 2.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful game. I have a few hours into it. I need to get back into it, just like you though. There's so many other titles I gotta play as well. I got a few games on my PC that I'm almost there to beat them. So I'm at the end of them. So I gotta just finish those up and things like that. So, but moving on, Metal Gear that's coming out.
Yeah, Metal Gear.
So that's supposed to be, and I don't know what's going on with the whole rumorville with Kojima and all that. So
rumors he's off the project. I think his name off of it. Is he? At this point, I don't even know what Kojima does. Is he just a face at this point? Like he may write the story, but I mean, I don't know what he does really.
Like the thing is, all of it is rumor though. Like nobody knows.
No, I think they officially announced it. They taking his name off the game.
It's official now.
I believe that was actually something official that his name is being taken off
the game that he developed.
That's the thing. Like, does he develop the game? Like, I don't know what Kojima does. Like, I think Kojima created the story of Metal Gear. But see, you know what? Honestly, Kojima is. I mean, I don't know what it is. He's like kind of like I like his games. I like Metal Gear, but Kojima's like a one trick pony almost. He's kind of like an asshole. That's how I'm just look. You know, I'm going to school to develop games, and I don't even care if it's my team. I don't even care if it's my idea. I just think you're real arrogant to put yourself in your own game. You know, it's just weird. I don't know what that is, but it just rubs me the wrong way when Kojima does that. It's one thing to be like a little Easter, like sometimes there'll be certain NPCs named after the developers, or it'll be like, you'll learn that like in Rockstar, sometimes they do it. Some of the NPCs you see around the world are actually modeled after some of the people that worked on the game. That's fine, but what if the creator of Grand Theft Auto, let's say it was one dude. I know it wasn't one guy, but let's just say he just put himself in the game. It's kind of like what Tarantino does. It just kind of rubs me the wrong way. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. Like, you already made the movie. I know it's your movie.
Nobody gonna cast yourself in the movie, right?
If you play Ground Zeroes, Kojima is in the Ground Zeroes game / demo, whatever you want to call it. Like, it's like, why? Like, come on now. Like,
I don't know. Maybe like a signature thing he does. But part of me thinks that Kojima could be doing the whole plug the controller into the second player, thing on everybody. Like, this whole thing with him being in a whole shitstorm with Konami could be just not real
for the game.
Yeah, it could be false. You know what I mean? Like, he's just pulling everybody's leg. Like, why would Konami do that? Konami has really no other titles besides that I could think of that are as big as Metal Gear. You know what I mean?
I mean, Metal Gear, I think Konami owns Metal Gear. Like, that may be Kojima, some shit that Kojima, what am I trying to say? Rights for, and whatever else he does for it. But I think they own the rights.
Oh, the namesake?
Yeah, I think they own everything to it.
Just like Mega Man, Capcom owns the name Mega Man, right?
Yeah, they own Mega Man.
Yeah,
they own all that. So, I mean, when it comes to that, I mean, and Kojima kept saying, and you know what? Honestly, I was thinking this. Kojima always says this is his last Metal Gear. He's been saying that for the longest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, this could have happened. Kojima wasn't bullshitting, and he was like really telling Konami, "Yo, this is really my last. I'm done." And they were like, "Well, bye." And then
you're fired, right?
Nah, I don't think necessarily you're fired, but I could see them taking his name off the game, being little assholes about it. I could see that. That's a possibility, but I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay, going on. October, I guess. Halo's supposed to be coming out in October. I thought that was November. I guess that's October. Well, towards the end of October, Halo 5 is supposed to be coming out. That is getting some mixed feelings in the Halo universe. Some people think it plays more like Call of Duty. Some people say that it's not Halo. But then again, some developers are saying that they got to kind of evolve. You know what I mean? With the game, they can't be the same as the second one and the third one and the first one. So I understand that aspect of it. But this game, I mean, I don't know if I don't own an Xbox One though. But if I bought the Master Chief Collection and saw how it handled, I'm definitely not buying the fifth one, because if they couldn't get that right, what makes me think that they're gonna get this one right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would be very I would really wait until I know this game works. Like, it's the same thing with Battlefield. Battlefield 4 had major issues.
Oh yeah.
I played the beta of Hardline, and I still haven't picked the Hardline yet, for the simple fact that they got me with Battlefield 4. Like, I paid $20 for Battlefield 4, but I really wanted to play the game, and I felt like my $20 was thrown down the toilet. This fucking shit didn't work. So even though it was $20, I'm not paying nowhere near that much, or even 60 for Hardline, not knowing if that works right. But so far, Hardline seems to be all right. But yeah, I don't blame anybody for waiting. I'm a big Halo fan, but even though I got an Xbox One, people that was talking to me, I was pissed that Master Chief Collection was broken.
Yeah. Because like that, it kind of, I think because it was broken, it kind of ruined a lot of people's like hype. Well, that's
Yeah.
probably I'm probably using the wrong word to describe it, but like,
Excitement,
yeah,
or
there you go.
like
Yeah,
just being, a fan or a supporter of the title. Like I was gonna buy an Xbox One for the Master Chief. Well, it was really for Halo 5, but Master Chief Collection was going to be like, cool. I play this until Halo 5 comes out, and it's broken.
yeah, because this guy I watch on YouTube by the name of the Gamer 2023, that dude was all hype, extremely hype for Halo, and obviously he was saying, he hardly even plays it because it's so broken. And I guess they're still fixing it. I mean, how do you have a beta for a patch? Either you have a patch or you don't have a patch. You know what I mean? You don't beta a patch.
Now there was beta. Now I'm not gonna lie. There were things like that on the 360 for Halo games, but it was different. The game worked. You know what I'm saying? Like Halo Reach had like beta patches, right? But the game worked perfectly fine. What it was is that they would have an upcoming patch that may change some stuff. So they would like make a playlist, and you get this beta patch to play the playlist. And if people like the changes, then they'll add it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
But that's a
yeah.
different way of doing it. That's like, we're trying to see if you guys like this before we release it to the public. Compared to our game is fucked up and we're trying to fix it, but we think our patch is fucked up too. So can you test it for us real quick to make sure, that's bad. The other way was at least good, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, next month. Of course, I think we already talked about it, but Battlefield. See, I'm recalling the wrong name. Star Wars is coming out in November. That's the scheduled date at least, but we already touched on that. And then there's a whole lot of other games that are listed, but without an actual date that goes with them. And I'm looking at the list, and the list is freaking long. Long as I don't know what, man. It looks like at least like 200 games, 200 plus games that are coming on Xbox One, PC, Sony, Vita, and 3DS. There's a lot of games, man. I guess nothing in this that's huge, like that has a something that kind of pops out. So I see Call of Duty in here, but that doesn't have a release date either. Platforms, it doesn't even say what it's gonna be on. Obviously, it's gonna be on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. But like you
And
said earlier,
probably Wii U.
yeah, I wouldn't. I never thought of that, and I think that'd be pretty sweet if they did that. You know what I mean? More power to them if they did that, because we all know the Wii needs some third party games. Anything. I'm trying to look at this list. Darksiders 2 is scheduled to come on PS4. Wasn't it a PS3 game?
Darksiders 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a last gen. What the hell are they doing?
I know.
Yeah, that's a remake.
I know. Dead Island 2 coming to PS4. Really?
That's a new game.
It's Dead Island though, man. I mean, come on now.
I mean, but the thing about this Dead Island, honestly, I'm like, I wanted to get Dying Light, right? Because
I heard good stuff about it though. Dying Light though.
Like Dying Light, I wanted to get Dying Light, and I don't know if I'm gonna buy it. Maybe if I can get it for 2015, something like that. But the thing with that is, what in the hell am I watching on TV? But Dead Island, I have that game on PC. I paid like $7 to get all of them, and I'm at the end, and it just makes it gives me a headache, and it's not because like something's going on with like the FOV and thing. The game's just ass. It's ass, but see, it has potential, and that's why I keep trying to play it. But I just realized I don't like this game. Let me stop. I don't like it. And I was like, well, maybe, Dying Light, which everybody keeps saying is just Dead Island, but improved. Is it improved to the point where it fixes my issues with Dead Island? I don't know. I don't want to take that risk. But the reason I might get Dead Island 2 is because it's not made by the same people, and they're going for more. They mentioned like it's a lot more guns.
Now, I do want to try their MOBA style of game. They have
I got that. That's pretty okay.
Yeah. I'll try that out. Just to take I guess it's a different spin on the whole name, so I'll check it out. I don't mind. Also, they have what's coming out. I just saw it. The Devil's Third. That's coming for the Wii U.
Yeah,
we haven't heard much about the game.
Oh yeah, that's supposed to come out this year.
Yeah, and we haven't heard much about it. So I think Nintendo's going to talk about that during their E3 press conference or whatever they have, their lighthouse or treehouse, clubhouse, whatever they want to call it. They'll probably have it. I imagine they're going to talk about it then. I would hope so, right? So they have that coming out because that's supposed to be what kind of like a. I'm trying to think what games compared to that. Not like a Grand Theft Auto style game. Obviously, nowhere near as.
It's supposed to be like a Ninja Gaiden type style hack and slash. It's kind of cool.
It's still a story driven game though.
Yeah,
there's still a story in it though. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Like the thing now, like when I was looking at it, like it's third person sword hack and slash, but then you can go into third person shooting and even first person shooting, and it looks like on the fly, like almost like GTA 5, where you just tap the button.
Yeah, exactly.
First person or something like that, and then the multiplayer it controls a bit, I guess, basically the same exact way.
Yeah. Also, okay, the Division's coming out later this year. I'm not too enticed in this game. I don't know about you. Primarily because Ubisoft has just been messing up lately.
I forgot the game even existed.
Yeah, so that's supposed to be coming out. This game, you may never, I don't know if you heard of it. And to those that might want to get this game, I heard a lot of good things about it. I need to get it. I've been waiting for it to go on sale. I know, right? I'm cheap sometimes, but the Dreamfall chapters is a point click type game. It's coming to PS4. It's on PC already. It's been on PC for years. But the audience on PlayStation, they like these style of games. I mean, that's probably why it's slotted for PS4 as of right now only. That's coming out later on, I guess this year. This is gonna be a PC port, obviously. Let's see. Of course, you got Fable Legends. I think we talked about that earlier. No, but we talked about that off radio or off live, whatever. But Fable Legends coming out this year. That's coming to PC as well. Let's see. Because I'm going on the list. The list is alphabetical order. And then that Halo Spartan game's coming out to PC. That's twin stick shooter style game.
Yeah,
that looks pretty cool. I never really played any. I played Halo 1 back in the day. When I played Halo 1, I was playing Counter-Strike. So for me going from keyboard and mouse to controller during the FPS game, it was a bad transition, I guess, for me. I didn't really care for it. Killing Floor 2 is coming out. I'm
definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah, I was trying to get in some servers on Killing Floor 1, but nobody's really playing it anymore. So I know I saw some footage from BG. He had some stuff up on his channel not too long ago. The game looks pretty badass. I'm gonna get it on PC, and I guess you and I imagine you getting it on PC as well. You and I can freaking team up and do some stuff in that game. What else? Kingdom Hearts and them on the list though. But what's up with that though? You think that's coming out next year?
No, I think it may come out maybe 2 years from now, 2 3 years. Maybe never. Like honestly, because they still got to finish. They got to do Final Fantasy 15. Yeah, I don't think it's the same exact studio, but it's still Square Enix's money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they got to get Final Fantasy 15 going. I don't know. Yeah,
I know, man. I know. Rainbow Six is coming out later on this year.
Honestly, that's hilarious. I got to shoot a video on that because I know that that's like a beta or an alpha. But when I told these bastards that that game wasn't gonna look like that shit, what they showed at E3, no, it's gonna look like that. No, it's not. It actually looks. It still looks fine to me, but it looks nothing like what they showed at E3. It looks like it looks more cartoony than anything nowadays. It looks like someone put some type of weird texture mod over Counter-Strike. That's exactly what it looks like, and it looks like Counter-Strike. Like I know Counter-Strike and Rainbow Six kind of have some type of similarities, but not really. Like Counter-Strike, it was small maps, and it was some small maps, medium-sized maps, but all of these maps just look small and claustrophobic. Mm-hmm. Maybe they're going for some type of style or some type of like close quarters only gameplay, but I'm not really looking into that much either.
Yeah, I hear you on that one, man. So, I mean, I think I'll stick to Counter Strike. Comes to that though, but if I can play it, for, like a demo, like you mentioned earlier, fuck it,
Yeah.
I'll play the demo. You know what I mean, and check it out that way. But out that whole list, that's the only games that kind of stand out to me. It's, like I said, the list is kind of long. Matter of fact, if you want to see it, I'll copy and paste it to you, man. This is freaking long.
Yeah.
The number of games that possibly coming out this year, man. It's a lot of games. It's like I want to say it's like too much, but hey, man, looking at a list like this, people can't complain that they don't have nothing to play. There's really no
I wonder if
complaints.
Batman's gonna be downgraded.
Ooh, nice one. Cause it looks the visuals look really, really good. You know what I mean? Look really good. That's why I hate to say it, man. A game like that, I have to get on PC because
Yeah.
I know if anything, I can customize the settings to maximize the frames at least on my rig. You know what I mean? So at least I can do that. But I got nothing else, man. I don't want I think the 10-15 minute mark had came and went.
Yeah.
Yeah, definite though. But I got nothing else to add. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just upload this. I'm not gonna download it and put some gameplay behind it because it takes more time, man. It takes me a whole damn day to upload a video like that. Freaking internet. My upload is freaking abysmal, man. I imagine yours is a whole lot better than mine. But I think gaming wise and for gamers out there, I think we got a lot to look forward to coming this year, going into next year, gaming wise. It's a lot of categories, different type of genres to look into. The only message I can give, one of many, I guess you can say, don't tight cast yourself into one type of genre of games. Be open minded and play all types of games at least once, because you never know, you may actually like it. Don't just keep playing the same old thing over and over, and you're gonna get burnt out. Real simple. I mean, just dive into a story based game, RPG, an action game. Hell, even a beat type rhythm game. You may even like it. You never know. Don't know until you try, right? So that's the only message I have going out to those that are listening. So, King, you got any closing statements?
Don't buy any games that you honestly aren't going to play because you're just wasting time and money at that point.
Word.
And I don't know, man. Like gaming is kind of like gaming is fine, in the sense of you playing games. Talking about games right now is kind of dry. Hence why I haven't shiny videos, and I'm trying to like do Twitch a little bit, just in case someone wants to know what I'm up to when it comes to games. They can see me playing the game or something. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Gaming as in gaming talks is dry, and it's simply dry because what are we going to talk about anymore? Nintendo. The new thing is Xenoblade got a downgrade. I talked about that 2 months ago. Games getting remastered. A bunch of them already predicted we're going to be remastered like a year ago. I'm not trying to say like I'm always right or anything, but I'm just saying a lot of people have done the same thing I've done. We've talked about the same shit over and over, and I'm waiting for people. And I'm not going to drop a video on this, but some people are going to hear me say it here. I'm waiting for people to smell the coffee and realize you're saying the same shit on your YouTube video or whatever. At a point, don't you get tired of saying like? Tired of talking about the same crap all the time.
Yeah,
that's pretty much it. Like,
I feel you on that one, man. I really do. For real, bro. But without further ado, I think it's almost time to go back in that GTA, man. I think I might hop in like one or two more heists. It's just actually pretty fun. But anyways, y'all, thanks for sitting in. For those who watched the hangout. If not, it'll be on my channel, and a link to King Grimpachi's channel will be in the description shortly. So thanks again for watching. Peace. Oops, wrong button.
I told you.